Did you know that the angels are always talking to you, whether you know it or not? And that means that regardless of whether you realize it, hear it, or know it, your angels are not only listening to you, they are talking back to you all the time. But are you listening? Do you even know how to hear them? If not, don't worry, you are in the right place because in today's video, I am going to share with you 6 ways the angels talk to us. Learning about and using these methods will not only help you develop your ability to hear the angels, but will also increase your connection and relationship with them. And as always, I'm going to save the most important one for last, so be sure to stick around. Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Sarahdawn, and in today's video, I am going to go over 6 ways that angels use to talk to us. Because although it is super easy to talk to the angels, and it only takes a few things like giving them permission to hear us, hearing them in return can be much more challenging. Not just because they don't talk to us in the physical sense, but because we don't always know what we're looking for. So here are a few things that you can look for, things to pay attention to and do when you talk to your angels to ensure that you receive the messages that they are sending you. First of all, the most important thing to pay attention to and trust when it comes to receiving messages from your angels is your own intuition, your inner wisdom. The angels are going to talk to you all the time through your own thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and sensations in your body. And if you are used to dismissing things that seem out of the ordinary or coincidental that you're picking up on, it's going to take some practice for you to get used to trusting and listening to this side of yourself. But it is the primary way you will hear your angels and receive the messages they have for you. And honestly, to receive and understand and pick up on the ways the angels talk to us, you're going to need to be using and falling back on your inner wisdom all the time. Make sure you feel deserving to receive the assistance of your angels, to receive their messages, because you are. Also, if you struggle with this or not sure what I'm talking about, make sure you watch the last video that I did about how to hear the angels so you can make sure you're doing all you need to get your angel messages. You're going to want to make sure you're paying attention to images, sounds, smells, sensations, feelings, or that sense of knowing you get. These abilities that we have, just like our inner wisdom, are our psychic abilities, and they're very much connected to our inner wisdom. And it is something that we learn early on in life to dismiss as not being real or coincidental or just our imagination. But the angels use these gifts that we have to talk to us all the time, whether you recognize that you have these gifts or not. So honor this side of yourself. And it is okay to let go and trust in it. Even if you feel like you're going crazy or the world tells you that you can't. Just trust in and believe in it. It's okay. If you want more information about these abilities, these psychic abilities, and how they may apply to you, check out this video. It has a bit more information. The angels talk to us all the time through signs in the physical world. Ask for signs, ask for answers, and often you will find your messages come in the form of a sign within the physical world. You want to watch for things that seem to answer your questions all around you. Either visually, you're hearing it, or anything that seems to be synchronistic, it very likely is. Like, Like you talk to your angels and you have a question and hear the perfect song on the radio that brings you comfort or answers or some kind of insight or revelation into what's going on. Signs from our angels are around us all the time, way more than you can even imagine. The angels are just expecting you to every once in a while stop and take notice of these signs. Take notice of these messages that they're placing along your path to communicate with you. And how? How do you notice these signs? By taking care of yourself and ensuring you have things like balance in your life and, of course, lots of mindfulness. You want to really pay attention to the world around you. Be in the moment. Appreciate it all and allow your senses to take over in the moment. You want to do this every day if it's possible. Just take a few minutes just to be very mindful and in the moment. And actually, in my book, Angel Numbers Mastery, this book, I have a whole chapter about how to increase your awareness. Wow, that light is bright on there, isn't it? About a chapter about increasing your awareness. And it goes into how to take care of yourself, how to be in the right place to receive your messages from your angels. But it also talks about how to enhance your senses and maybe your peripheral vision and take notice of the things that are going on around you more often. And these activities will not only help you increase your awareness of the signs from your angels, but will also help enhance your intuition and your psychic abilities. So they can be helpful for a lot of stuff. So if you have this book or you're interested, pick up a copy. It's over on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. So speaking of signs and specifically angel numbers, another way angels will talk to you is through repeating numbers. These numbers carry an energy and a corresponding message, and you will see them all over the place when you're paying attention, and even sometimes when you're not. You'll just keep seeing the same number over and over again. And these numbers, you can look them up like in this book or the current book I'm working on or, online, and to find out what the energy of it is and what the possible messages are. So angel numbers are really an easy way for the angels to reach us. And one of the things that I find the most significant about them is the angels can get their messages to us even when our vibrations are low. Remember how we've talked about before in other videos about vibrational matching, that we need to raise our vibrations as high as possible and the angels lower theirs as much as possible to get us as close of a vibrational match as possible so that we can hear them and receive those messages. Angel number is going to help bypass that a lot. So they're a great way to receive messages from your angels. And you can end up with some really in-depth messages and responses from your angels when you learn how to use and understand these numbers, especially if you use them in combination with your inner wisdom, like we were talking about before. Which, by the way, of course, if you want to learn more about how to do that, you're going to want to check out my newest book that's coming out next month, A Magical Course in Angel Numbers, Opening the Portal to Angelic and Spiritual Communication. And I will leave a link to that in the description below if you want to learn more. I am so excited about this one. I have spent the last couple of years really meditating and talking and working with the angels about the angel number journey and how it can increase your connection with the angels in order to write that book. So I'm very, very excited about it and excited that right now it is off at the printers and I am just waiting to get a proof copy back so I can make sure it looks great. And next month it'll be available. Another effective way to really talk to the angels, and if you ask me, it's super fun way to get your messages, is through tarot and oracle cards. So tarot cards take a bit of learning and studying, as each card has a specific meaning and symbolism that the angels use to communicate with us. through our subconscious mind. But if you don't want to learn about all that, that is okay. You can use oracle cards. That's a Coke. Come here, buddy. You can use oracle cards. They're much easier. They have generally a description on the card and a guidebook that you can read, and you don't really have to learn or memorize anything. And you still get that same symbolism and message as the angels work through the cards to bring you your messages. I personally love both of them and find both extremely accurate and effective. I do a reading with both tarot cards and oracle cards pretty much every day just to get some initial guidance for the day and a feel for where I'm going, or maybe some things that I can expect. And going by that guidance I receive, it's never let me down. It's always been helpful or helped me get through a problem that I had later in the day, because I'll think, oh yeah, that's what the angels were talking about. So once again, to use tarot cards and oracle cards, it falls back on your inner wisdom and trusting your intuition and allowing that to come through, your thoughts and your feelings to really come through, and trusting that they might be something more than what the physical world generally tells us they mean. It can be the angels talking to you. So pay attention and trust them. So it takes listening to your inner wisdom and trusting your intuition and abilities to get the most in-depth and accurate messages. But they are definitely helpful, especially when you're just beginning. And I plan to do videos about the cards and how to read the cards, and like that daily reading that I do for myself every day to show you how you can use these cards easier, because I've spent a lot of years trying to figure it out. And as you know, I haven't always trusted myself. I haven't always trusted what's come through to me. And that's what I really hope for these videos to be, is something that can help you and those of you who struggle in the same way really learn how to trust yourself and trust those messages, because getting messages from your angels is amazing and we all deserve it. So the final way that we're going to talk about in this video of how the angels talk to us is through meditation. And oh my goodness, meditation, it may be the best way to receive everything you want from your angels and the spiritual realm. Messages, answers, guidance, love, all kinds of communication. Because meditation not only helps you get into the right space to receive, but it calms your mind and your body so that you are more receptive. So basically what that means is your angels are just louder and clearer. They come through so much easier. And so do your abilities, all of those abilities we talked about. Silence and being calm is so important in a spiritual practice, and so important when it comes to being able to receive the messages you're meant to have. So take time out of your day, some time for mindfulness, and also some time to just take a step back from all your stress and worries and stop drowning and being consumed by the physical world and all the demands it has on you. And just be calm and in silence. You'll be surprised at what comes to you. And if you learn to trust it and to trust yourself, you'll be able to talk to the angels as if they are a physical presence, another person just standing right there in front of you. It's really amazing when that happens, and it can happen. So I have a lot of ideas about how to meditate in my plans too. Meditation's another area I struggled in for the longest time, of how to meditate, how to quiet my mind, and just how does this actually work? So there's a lot around meditation that I really want to share with you. And make sure to join me in my next video, because I'm going to show you my Be-Love meditation. And that's the meditation that I talked about in the last video, but it's the one that I do before any time I want to make sure I hear my angels clearly, or I hear the archangels, any angels clearly. I do this meditation first. And it often blows my mind how accurate and intense the messages coming from the angels can get after I do this meditation. So I'm excited to share that one with you. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button and that little bell, I guess, is what you'll get notifications when I publish a video if you're interested in that. Because I have got so many things planned for future videos that I am so excited about. And if there's anything that you want to know or any questions you have about the angels or talking to the angels or living your authentic life or learning to love yourself or your life purpose or being an earth angel, anything along those lines, what are you interested in? Please let me know, because it'll definitely influence the videos that I do and post over on my blog too. You can write a comment below, you can send me an email, or you could contact me on Facebook or Instagram. I'll leave links to all of those in the description below. I've come a long way over the years of figuring out how to talk to the angels when you have things like depression and anxiety and self-hatred and no self-confidence. And I have learned so much that I want to share with you and anyone who wants to connect with the angels and to talk to their angels. I know the power it can have on your life. And as always, I'm sending love and blessings to you all, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.